Okay, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New York Giants and our home team. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Saquon Barkley running right. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. He's at the 30, the 20. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 66 yards. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Looking to throw. King. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal.
56 is the mic. All day, dog. Mike 56. Mike 56. On the arm. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Now King. From the gun, he'll throw. Forced out to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Uchenna Nwosu make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And his kick is good. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 30 base, let's go. Come on, check you two. Back.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Lock it. 49, check, set high, set go.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Good press up, baby.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 29-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Second and 6. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. This is fielded at the goal line. Dances by him. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it 1st and 10. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. On the screen, this is Eckler. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
61. Matchbox right.
2nd and 11. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the 46-yard line.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Let's get that ball. Go on. Switch. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Ready, go.
They'll try the left side. Covered. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Squeeze, get in there. Got it.
Draw play, it's Eckler.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
55. Watch the curl. 55 is my guy. 55. Go.
He'll look to throw. And it's complete. Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 29-yard line. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
This pass finds its way to Williams. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Gerald Everett, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yeah,
run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
A boost here to start the drive after the penalty. It's 1st and 5.
We own it. We own it. Watch twist. Watch twist. Check. He's crashing. He's checking crap.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here we go. Hey. 45 to Mike. Go. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Motion. Block. 45 to Mike. Hey.
Throwing on first down. King. Being chased out left. And his throw is incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's got room. 20. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Caught by Allen. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Switch gears. 36.
Ready.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
56 right there. Right side. 56. Hey, watch the slant. 56 the mark, boys. 56. Check 56.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic.
King now on first down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
You go tight.
Now Saquon Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
3rd down.
Son, 56. I'm coming for you, son.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
Here we go.
Watch it.
Here's King, operating from the gun. Flush to his right. And he's got Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Buddy up.
56 is the mic.
Here we go, D. Get it to him.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Yeah.
56. Mike, 56. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. But now it's 3rd and goal.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Ready. Good team on it. Slow it over. Man up, D. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
Check. 45. Mike, 45.
You're up. Breathe. Don't let him breathe.
To throw is King. Gonna throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here. So nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jabal Sheard in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. 12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
King on 1st and 10. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
At their 49-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw to the end zone. zone, but it's incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 5. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Shift, watch the shift. Check it back, check it back.
Hey, let's go.
Back to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock.
And this is caught at the 20. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
45's the mic. Hey, come on, now. 45.
Operating from the gun, King. Dancing to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, but it's going to be 2nd down. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Here we go. Kill.
Greystone travel. Scene 6. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Let's go.
They'll drop to throw. He completes it to Henry. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Barkley works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 29-yard line.
Here we go. On the bench. Check 45 to Mike. Man out. Under control.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Saquon Barkley on the carry. Lieutenant USC on the tackle. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Out. Check 4. Check, gone. Check,
Once more, here's Eckler. He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they let her.
He'll drop to throw. They're able to locate Wilson. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
It should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, and they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play. Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game. And it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. That one, a first down pickup of 8. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Safety's creeping. 40, you're out. Check 49. Check 52. Check. Dog. He's hot.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often.
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
At the 34-yard line.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And caught by Henry. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Let's go, baby. They turn over. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On play action, they'll throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's caught at the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 44 yards.
Chargers, first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here we go. 60, orange. Man, hard. That's track. Slam. Check 24, check 24. Check it out.
They're going to look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And the lead is down to 20. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Now King looking to throw on second down. He's going to air it out deep for Green. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 39 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. To throw on second down. King. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. King. And that is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
2nd and 2. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
switch gears, switch gears. 36, 30.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to let it fly. He's got it at the 15. A big play there for L.A. 48 yards.
That's another Chargers first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the eye. Delta. 55's Mike, guys. Ready, go.
Looking to throw. And this is incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll look to throw here. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Charlie. 55. Mark 55.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Giants are going to get the football back.
Check 3, check 3.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Barkley. Again he finds an opening. And finally marked down at the 23. That's good for